Guys, it's Rushmore Country Park and Falconry Centre here with me, Joel. I'm the falconer down here at Rushmore, well, one of them. You can find us on all the social medias, Joel Colden at Rushmore Falconry on Instagram and things like that if you are interested about some of the birds we do. But what we're going to be doing this week on this episode on Falconry Tube on YouTube is we're going to be doing gear and kit and the good stuff that we use down here that hasn't let us down, touch wood, and hopefully it never will. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff out there, and of course, as being a falconry centre, we use and abuse it. You know, it's got to cut the mustard down here, otherwise we don't use it, because we run a professional falconry centre, so the gear that we have to use has to be brilliant. So this is it. It's going to be a short video on some of the gear that I've filtered down over my 10 years of doing falconry that I now turn to and rely on 365 days a year through hunting, pest control and flying demonstrations. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Like I say, if you want to check us out on Instagram and things like that, feel free, we're all up there about the park and stuff. So yeah, we'll crack on and hope you all enjoy the video. Thank you. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking and reviewing some of the kit and gear that we use down here to train up all of our birds from, you know, all the hawks, eagles and falcons. Okay, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies or anything like that. We're just a centre that uses them and trains the birds of prey down here. So, you know, this is my honest opinion of training all the birds and the equipment that we use. Okay, so when we go into the actual flying training with falcons, if you want to get your falcons flying on the drones, which is a very popular thing now, teach them to gain the height and gets that fitness into them so they can climb up to them really big pitches if you're flying a falcon in a waiting on style. Okay, now we've been doing a drone demonstration down here for many years, and before that we were using kites, but about 3 years ago we moved over to the drone full time because the kites can be very difficult to wind in, especially if it is a really windy day, and you know, if there isn't any wind, of course, they don't work. So we've gone over now to the DJI Phantom 4. We had the other DJI, the one below this. That worked okay, but it tended to blow off in the wind, you know, and I'm talking, you know, with 7-8 mile an hour winds, and we're having problems with it. Okay, so we moved over to the DJI Phantom 4. And we've been using this for about a year now, just over a year, and it's a brilliant bit of kit. Okay, if you want to fly falcons to the drone or teach them to get high, and you're using the drone for that training method, don't get the cheaper drones, okay? Because if you do, they blow off, you know, and they can crash. The battery doesn't last very long. You can have a lot of problems with it as well. And trust me, you want to be able to rely on this gear when you're training your falcons, because it can be very bad if it goes wrong. Okay, so we use that now. We've flown it up into about 20 mile an hour winds, and it's never let us down. It's always pretty reliable and works very well. Now, for the lure, okay, I'm going to be doing a separate video on training falcons to fly on the drone anyway. But for ages we used to use the parachute. Okay, it's like a little tub with a parachute and a lure hanging down, and then when the bird hits it, the parachute releases and the bird goes off. Okay, that was okay, but it can be very annoying when they catch it really high up, and then you've got to go and chase them down. So about a year ago, we moved over to the drone dropper. Okay, like I say, I'm not going to talk about this too much because I will be doing a separate video on all this anyway. But this, we tie a bit of string to it with the lure on, and then when the falcon gets close, we drop it on the remote and the lure falls. So now you can actually get your falcon to get to them big heights, and it also gets confidence stooping. Okay, so we use it every single day. We've got all of our falcons flying it. Blair, my female 72% Ger, Shadow, our Seika falcon, the Peregrine. Really good fun, and it's great for demos and hunting training as well. Okay, now probably my favourite bit of kit that we use so much, Bull X lure machine. I mean, it doesn't get more cool than this. Whether you're training a falcon, eagle, hawk, this is a thing. Okay? I use this constantly, and it has changed training for the better, I think. Big lure machine, 500 metre cable on it. You can tie pheasant lure, rabbit carcasses, fake lures, whatever you want to. Set it up with directional changers, remote control, 500 metres on it, and you can simulate hunting. And like I say, I train hawks, eagles and falcons on this, and it's absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. You can practice all your trade-off training, your flying training, get some super fit, and you can, if you're having a rubbish day hunting and there isn't anything about, you can just set this up with a real rabbit on the end of it, or a pheasant, or whatever you bought in, and then give them a hunt as well. It's great. Love that bit of kit. Okay, telemetry, go Marshall. Well, I've always used Marshall, never let me down. They've got some great systems out there now. GPS and the old style, either's good. GPS is brilliant for falcons, and you know, it is really cool. But you know, it does come with a price tag like everything. But the way I look at it was, an old falconer told me, you only got to lose £1,000 bird once and find it with this, and then you've pretty much made your money back as well. So these are all the training tools that we use. Obviously some of them are quite expensive, but you know, boys and their toys, isn't it? You know, if you want to train your birds properly, buy the good kit, it's not going to let you down. So that's the telemetry, the drone and the lure machine. So here we go, we're going to do the tabletop review of some of the equipment that I've trusted for years and used for years. Pretty much all of this is from A. Clark Falconry. Ashley Clark, he's a really good lad, makes some really nice falconry stuff. Like I say, I'm not endorsed or sponsored or anything by him. This is just the equipment that I use on a daily basis and hasn't let me down. Okay, it's just my honest opinion, you know, take it for what it is. Okay, so these are his old style gloves. He has got some newer ones out now, but he handmade these for my specifications. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, we fly everything from a barn owl right the way up to a female white-tailed sea eagle, and I've never had a problem with anything. And like I say, I've had this, I think I was one of the first gloves he ever made for. This has got to be 5 years old now. I mean, it's seen better days, but it still works every single day. Used it to hunt golden eagles, fly white-tailed sea eagles. My Castor Harris Hawks all sits on here, and it gets abused. I'm told all this stuff here down at the centre gets abused like hell. I mean, we're not just hunting birds over the hunting season where we're just flying one. We are flying everything from like I say, barn owls, red-tailed hawks, eagles, big owls, falcons, the lot. Never split, and I don't even sort of clean it really or protect it. It is what it is. It's been out with me in all weathers. That's my one. Like I say, that's quite old. This is one of the newer ones that he did now. A bit lighter. I think this is a double skin one, and this is a triple skin one. But like I say, really good. But his best, some of his best work as well, is his anklets. Let me show you. Okay. Now, say what you will about these anklets, I love them. Okay. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about them. They are really top quality. I mean, look at that, all lined, the lot. Really nice. Now, when you start falconry, you can make your own anklets and everything. Fine, I used to for years, but I mean, for 10, 15, 20 quid or what these are, you know, they're so well made, so well made. All pigskin line. Let's wait till the camera focuses in on that. Will it? You know, really good quality. And they're the false Alimeri ones. I think I said that right. So you don't even have to cast your bird up. If you've got a nice steady bird that will sit quite happily on your glove, I can get these on, you know, without casting up, which is absolutely awesome in my opinion. And you know, if you want your bird to look good, you know, you can do a much better job than what I can do. And even his big Jessies that he makes, lovely stitching, really nice quality. So yeah, I go to him now for all of my anklets and stuff like that. Great customer service. You literally just type on the website what species of bird it is, and then he sends them straight out. Job done. And they don't break. I've never had one break. I've never had one where I thought, oh, okay, these are a bit rubbish or anything like that. They lasted good time. Really nice, really nice. Just like his gloves. I mean, real nice hand stitched, you know, feel. Real sort of good custom work on there. Okay, this is one of his lures. I've had this for about, well, I think I got this for last Christmas actually. Used every single day to fly my swung lure Falcon on there. Again, really nice. Never broke. Never failed on me. You know, it is what it is. You know, you spend the money, you get the quality. Really, really good. The only thing that I don't use from him is leather jesses. I use braided stuff like this. Now, me personally, I use braided leashes as opposed to the rope button leashes. Personal preference, but I find when birds are bathing constantly and everything like that, the leather, unless you're working it all the time and putting protector on it, can go quite stiff. Now, you know, for people that just hunt, you know, I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem. But for me, when they're jumping in and out of the baths all the time, and I've got to get, you know, constantly undoing the swivels and everything like that, it can, you know, I find that they can stiffen up. It's not just his, it's just all leather ones in general. So I just moved over to the braided ones because I find them just a little bit harder wearing for what I use. But they don't look as nice by a long shot. And the same with the leashes. Now I find with the braided leashes, when you're tying them off, they hold a lot better than the rope ones. So for me down here, when we've got a lot of birds tied up, you know, I want to make sure that they're, you know, all nice and safe and secure. So I go over to the braided stuff now. It is a lot more expensive, but like I say, never let me down. The only thing you've got to watch out for is if your birds, you know, gets taffled up or something, it will sort of bind very, very harsh together. But again, you know, I think these are £17, and the ones from Ashley, which are, you know, still really, really good, are about £3 or something like that. So again, whatever you prefer. Me personally, down at the centre, I don't want to be worrying about stuff, so I just go over to the braided stuff now. Or if I'm getting ready for a demo, I don't want to have to spend 10 minutes trying to get a stiff leather one off, because no one's put any leather protector on. Swivels, I get my swivels and my braided leashes from Westfield Falconry, just a Falconry website. Great stuff, never had a problem. Competitive prices, good quality swivels. Don't cheap out on your swivels, guys. That's what holds your birds to the perch. If that weld snaps or anything like that, you're going to fly. Your bird's going to fly off with all its equipment on. Very, very dangerous. So this is what we use down here. Well, this is what I use, and I have done for years. And I can't say a bad word about it. Trust me, if I had a bad word to say, I would say it. But it is what it is. You know, you've got good quality anklets, good quality gloves, good quality jesses that last a lifetime and make your bird nice and protected. So there are a couple of the companies for your stuff like your anklets, your lures, for your swung lure Falcons, and your gloves if you are looking to buy that nicer stuff. I mean, there are other good manufacturers out there. Like I say, the Keith Wakefield gloves are really nice as well, but I just prefer Ashley stuff. That's just my personal preference. Either or's really, really good. I just find that Ashley's, well, I've always used him, so you know, I'm a bit loyal to him. Okay, so that's all some of the stuff there. Take a look at some of the stuff that he does as well. Yeah, nice website. And Westfield Falconry, that's where I get like everything like that from. Like swivels, leashes, things like that. Used him for years, never let me down. Good customer service as well, which is good. So yeah, that's some of that stuff. Any other questions you got, guys, subscribe to the channel, comment and things like that. Like I say, I'm not sponsored or anything by these companies. You know, this is just my honest opinion if you're looking to get into falconry and want good quality gear. Right, guys, some of the other stuff that we use down here is hunting vests, or, you know, falconry bags, or whatever you want to call them. We've got a couple here. I think Keith Wakefield makes these, and you get these from Forbes' Falconry. Speak to Graham over there, really nice guy. He'll help you out with any Keith Wakefield stuff that you've got. I'm quite new to Keith Wakefield. I think we've had these vests about a year now. And to tell you the truth, they've been really, really good. I've been really, really happy with them. For years and years, we used to just buy like cheap ones, you know, the £30 ones or whatever, that just used to last a season or something. They were always really, really rubbish. But a friend of mine told me about Keith Wakefield stuff. And do you know what? It's done actually a really, really good job. This is your standard sort of hunting vest that I've got here. They come in green, black, I've forgotten what the other colour is as well. But very nice indeed. Really, really well made. Buckles have all held up, nothing's broken, none of the materials ripped, anything like that. So really, really happy with them. And he does really nice hood holders as well. Green, here's a black one. So if you are flying Falcons, you know, you put the hood in there, seals down, keeps that nice and safe. Comes with a food pouch as well, very nice. I don't really need to explain a food pouch. You put your food in it, and then you can clean it out really, really easy. But like I say, I wear this all the time, and I absolutely batter it. It goes with me hunting, goes with me pest controlling, down here at the centre. Really, really nice bag. You pay for quality. They are quite expensive. I think they are probably the most expensive ones on the market, but this is the second season I've had it now, so I can't see it breaking on me anytime soon. So like me, if you wear something and use it all the time, you don't mind spending the money on the quality. Okay, so these are the different style ones. This is the smaller little shoulder bag. Our female falconer down here, she uses this one. They are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to move around. But yeah, either or, you know, it's they've both got decent size game pouches in there. You know, like I say, all the clips work well. Yeah, so if you are looking to get a new hunting vest or a bag that is, you know, washable and stuff like that, yeah, the Keith Wakefield ones are pretty good. He also makes gloves as well. This is my boss's glove. He got this one. I've not used it over amounts, but you know, I think he's had this about a year and a half now, and it's yes, it works very well. Nice design. It's not, you know, it's okay. Yeah. It's a good quality glove. A little bit thin for me though. That's the only thing I would say. This is a double thickness one, and you know, I wouldn't want to hold anything sort of bigger than a Falcon with that really. Other than that, you know, it's not broken, it's lasted well. So yeah, the Keith Wakefield stuff, if you're looking to get into falconry, guys, definitely worth a shout. Good quality products, like I say, we abuse them down here. You know, if anything's going to break, we can break it down here, because we're always on with it. So, you know, if you just do it over winter, this equipment shouldn't let you down. Like I say, we've tested both these, and we've got a third one here as well. And yeah, lasted really, really well. Hood holders as well, I love them. They work extremely well. Really nice Velcro, nice and secure, really strong as well. So yeah, the Keith Wakefield stuff, if you're looking to get sort of a hunting style bag, you know, plenty of pockets, comes with a food pouch, nice clips, big game pouch on the back. Yeah, really, really good. Machine washable. Yeah, I like them. Like I said, I got these from Forbes' Falconry, so go over and speak to Graham over there. He'll sort you out. Good shop. Okay. Right, guys. Something else that goes amiss: good quality knives. Now, when you start hunting and using, you know, chopping food up and prepping food, a good quality knife is very, very important. Okay. I've looked for good quality knives for years, and this year I found Staffordshire custom knives. You can find him on Facebook, Peter Isaac, really, really nice guy. And he literally handmade these to my specifications. I wanted something that was nice and sharp, great steel that would never rust. I literally just gave him a list of what I wanted, sent him a few pictures of knives that I thought looked cool, and he made them. Within about 4 weeks, he made this. I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely stunning. And, you know, not horrendously priced at all. And that's a nice Kydex sheath with a tech lock on, so it fits nice and securely to my belt. You know, and honestly, I get really annoyed with knives. There's nothing worse than when you're trying to butcher up a rabbit, a pheasant or anything like that, and your knife isn't very good at all. And I tell you, this thing, I've been using it for about 4 or 5 months now, out hunting, down at the centre, chopping it. I've sharpened it like once. Absolutely amazing. Fits lovely in there. And because it's no leather, it's all Kydex, I can just literally wash it and disinfect it at the end of the day. Good to go. Brilliant. Can't recommend him enough. If you're looking for a new knife, get on that website, because I've gone through a lot of knives in my time and I use this for absolutely everything, and he will make them pretty much to however you want. And I think, you know, my opinion, I've really enjoyed it. So that's a new thing that I found this year. So if you are looking for a good hunting knife or a good utility knife, check him out, give him a message. Really nice, really friendly customer service, brilliant, top notch, really enjoyed it. What we're going to do quickly is talk about some of the outside kit that we use. There's some good equipment out there and there's some bad equipment out there. I'm just going to talk you through stuff that you're going to need to look into if you want to get into falconry. Obviously perches, bow perches, blocks, boxes and baths. Okay, so this is pretty much a normal outside setup and the equipment that you need. Baths, yeah, they're a pain in the neck really. There are some companies that sell the big purpose fiberglass made ones like this, but I think personally they're very expensive. I think these retail at around £80–90 if you can find them, which, you know, is fine. We have a load of them down here at the centre, but in reality these plant trays, we get asked a lot of questions on how to give your birds of prey water. Well, over the summer months and stuff, we just buy different size plant trays. They're a lot cheaper than these, and to tell you the truth, they're a lot easier to clean as well. This one here has got sort of corrugated bottom, and it, you know, it can get quite dirty and it can be quite difficult to clean as well, because most of the time they're just pooing them anyway. I swear to God, they think they're all big toilet bowls. So I moved over now to big plant trays, nice and clean on the bottom, nice and smooth on the bottom, so you can clean them a lot easier, and they're no money at all. I think they're about 3–4 quid as opposed to 70, 80, 90. Blocks and bow perches. Now, depending on what bird you want to get into flying, whether it's falcons, hawks, eagles or both, you'll have to look into blocks and bow perches. Now, I've used a lot of different blocks and there's a lot of different perches and stuff out there from different companies. All are pretty good, but I use these wooden boxes, from Crown Falconry, just because of the rubber tops. Okay, so this is an Eagle one, and that's one of the bow perches from Crown Falconry as well. For us down at the centre, down at Rushmore, cleaning is the key. We've got to do a lot of cleaning out every single day, and birds are mucky. So I like to get things that is easiest to clean. Now, the ones from Crown Falconry have these big rubber tops. Okay, this is one of the Eagle blocks that we've got from them. Really nice wooden quality. I really like them. I think they look lovely as well. And these can be removed. Okay, so we can remove these rubber blocks here, give them a good scrub down, take them to a sink, put hot water on them, put some animal-friendly disinfectant on there, get that all scrubbed down. So these are a lot better. We've gone over all to the rubber blocks now, because we find them a little bit easier to clean. The only thing we'll say is just be careful if in summer, if you've left your bird out in the sun, which you shouldn't really do anyway, but if it hasn't got any shade, just be aware these can heat up. Just a point, but on the whole, a lot better. Some of the other blocks have got astroturf on them, like fake grass, and they're okay, but I find they are a lot harder to keep clean and a lot more difficult to stay on top of for your husbandry and stuff like that. So that's what we use. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies or anything like that. This is just what we've gone to over the last sort of 10 years of doing it, just because it makes our lives a little bit easier. Stop eating them, Pew. Hey, so that's the blocks and the bow perches, both of them from Crown Falconry. There are other companies doing it, but just make sure that rings and that are all good welded and stuff, because you don't want anything like that snapping. We've used these for years and years now and haven't had any problems, touch wood. Okay, now the boxes. Okay. When you're getting a bird of prey, if you're going to take it out hunting or transporting them anywhere, to a hunting ground, to the vets, wherever, it's always a good idea to have them box trained. Now there's loads of different companies making boxes, and the new thing seems to be the plastic. The plastic works absolutely great. We got these from John Corton, good friend of mine. You can find him on Facebook. He makes all the boxes from tiny little ones right the way up to massive white-tailed sea eagles if you want a box that size. Really, really good quality. Never had a problem with it. Great customer service as well. Really nice guy. And very, very easy to keep clean as well. You don't want your bird in a box for too long, you know, getting mucky and pooing in there. So if they do defecate or anything in there, you can hose it out. Very, very quick and simple. Again, be aware though, in the summer months, it is black. So don't be an idiot and leave your bird in a box with the sun beating down on it for ages and ages, because it's going to turn into an oven. Also, what you can do with these is you can actually fabricate them to put little fans in the back of them now, which I would probably recommend. Just get like little extractor fans in there, keeps a nice flow of air going in your bird box as well. If they are, you know, if for whatever reason they do have to be in there for a long period of time, which, you know, they shouldn't really, but just be aware of that as well. But like I say, these boxes, all the catches and handles, all really, really high quality. I've used these boxes now for a few years, and to tell you the truth, I would never buy a box off anybody else. I think they're really, really good value for money, super strong. All the fittings and that are really, really good quality, and we use them down here now all the time at Rushmore. So yeah, that's just some of the outside equipment, guys, that we use and have gone to. Like I say, each to their own, but I thought I'd just let you know on some of this equipment that we use. Like, don't waste your money on the big green bass when decent plant trays will do the job. And if you're looking to get transport boxes, it'll make cadges and stuff as well. And then obviously these nice big bow perches and blocks from Crown Falconry. Easy to clean, really, really high quality, good welds on them. You know, that isn't breaking at all. And like I say, we've had some of these for years now, and they still work absolutely fine. Really good quality rubber. So yeah, this is just some of the outside equipment that we use. You know, if you get into falconry, and you know, this is some of the stuff that you want to be looking at, getting to make sure your bird can be bowed out with water, and then if anything goes wrong, you can travel them safely and secure as well. This is nice and strong. When you get a box, like I say, get plastic, don't get wood. A lot of birds now, you know, wood can affect their lungs, you know, if they suffer with aspergillosis, and they're a pain in the neck to clean. Seriously, just spend the extra money and get plastic. These things, all a bird's got to do is poo on a wooden box, and that's it. It's stained and it's a nightmare. It looks really, really trashy. And you know, say a wooden box, 60 quid, it'll last you, you know, a season before it looks horrendous. So get plastic. They're easier to clean, they're stronger, and you know, they look a lot nicer as well, I think. So hope you all enjoyed that. We're going to go on to some other equipment now, but yeah, this is the outside weathering lawn equipment. And cheers, guys. And last but not least, hoods. Hey, if you are getting into flying falcons or hawks or eagles and you want a hood, a great little hood maker, I think deserves a review because his equipment and stuff is absolutely amazing. Hey, Daniel Seeds on Facebook. This is one of his hoods that he made for Blair, my gerfalcon, and he's gonna tell me off because I haven't cleaned it before doing this review. But absolutely stunning. Again, completely custom. Sends out test hoods. Great customer service. You fit the bird, the hood to the bird, and then he makes it for you. And he'll give you any design you want on there. This is her hunting hood, so it's like a camouflage sort of World War II sort of feel. But he's done a few hoods for me, absolutely brilliant. I'll get it close in there. You know, real nice detail on there. And this is by nowhere near new. Okay, he's taking a bit of time off at the minute because he's got a new kid on the way. Wish him all the best with that. I can't wait till he starts making them again. But really, really good. And this has been out with me in all weathers, all environment, and it's pretty cool. And you know, when you're flying your birds, you want cool custom stuff. So any hood idea you've got, send him a message, and really nice quality, really nice quality. So yeah, that's some of the equipment that we use here, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching. Make sure you share and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon.